Okay, that's the air conditioner I've got blowing around. This variable AC/DC voltage. It's a 2 amp. Range is, well, it says 3 volt, but that's 3.60. Now I'll turn the switch off. It's probably what it's doing there at the moment. Yeah, it was idling. Switch it on. Yeah, so 3.6. Let me check it with the voltmeter. So output. Where's my probes? And on the voltmeter it's showing 3.56, yet on the Chinese, Japanese, Taiwan, Korean, whatever, it's showing 3.60. So the indication on there could be inaccurate, because the voltmeter is going to be accurate. So yeah, it's measurable, if it's on Audio Science Review. So I'll turn the voltage up. It says it goes up to 24 volt. Actually, I've got to turn my voltmeter there to 200. Turn it up. It says 24.1, and yet on the meter here it shows 24.4. So there's only 3 decimal. There's only 3 point. There's only 3 bit. Yeah, it's only a trifle. I tested my voltmeter on my CB radio's what do you call it? Power supply for the radio. I forgot what the ampage is on the radio. I think it might be 3 amp. Let's say the voltage is on this thing again. 2 amp. Yeah, I think it's 3 amp on my, and it goes prefixed voltage to variable voltage. So prefixed is usually around 12 point something volt, and I put it on variable, so when I transmit, I've got a bit of there in reserve, for transmit, so the signal, because it attenuates the transmission signal. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, so that's not too bad. I've got another voltmeter, not voltmeter, power AC/DC, where it's you press the button, you can see it ranging from I think it's got 5 voltage settings, and you got to wait for a few seconds until the light LED flickering stabilizes, and then it's set to that voltage. But this one not too bad. I'm going to use this for a laser project. When my other laser modules arrive that are green colour. My cat bear's going to do some mischief. Hold on. Yeah, my cat bear's been very naughty today. Very naughty. He managed to get in the cupboard probably maybe several days ago and open up the cat treat biscuits. They're in a little packet. I took it out to give him some food and biscuit treats this afternoon with Magic. Whole packet goes all over the floor. Yeah, he's a very little naughty kitty. You see how he's conspiring there, laying near the plug socket there, the extension. I don't know what it is. I don't know, he's he's one of these typical cats that are a cat from hell. He's I wanted a normal cat to make up for the loss of my city. Instead, I got cat from hell. Magic doesn't like him, I don't like him, but when he settles down and he's relaxed, and that's only when I go to bed and he's had sufficient meal and he's calm and relaxed, because cats are predatory hunters. He's going bonkers. He wants to go outdoors. He's so fascinated with this air conditioning. He's still trying to figure it out for himself to see if it's measurable, because he wants to go on ASR and give his result findings on what he thinks, what he believes may not be snake oil. Anyway, as for this goes, this level is not the gospel. It's not the gospel, so let's go back to 20 volt. Set it to 12 volt if I can get it on 12. Whoa, got it. Oh, just got 12 volt there. I don't think my probe's attached. I've got to put the negative on. And it shows 11.8. Yeah. So it's a little bit out of place. It might be the alignment on the box. There might be a variable resistor inside on the circuit. Needs to be adjusted. That adjusts the digital reading until I get a matched reading. And again, it measured on the voltmeters they used. What voltmeters did they use? Because does every single voltmeter measure the same? I would say not. Close. Can't really split hairs too much over that now, can we? So yeah. Also coming up will be a new video. This is a very complicated one, where a microphone will be placed inside the sub-bass speaker and another microphone outside. I'll be using 2 true RTAs, so I can see the frequency response on the inside of the cabinet and one on the outside. And it gets more complicated, because then I play sound, whether it be from that sub-bass there, and then use the microphone that's on the inside. Yes, it will pick the sound up. There's no if, there's no but, there's no debate, there's no vote about it. The sound's going to pass round. Well, it doesn't pass around, it doesn't go around like round a corner, like a magic bullet. It just goes upward, downwards, sideways, back to front, inside out, turned around. It goes whoosh at the speed of sound and then ends up coming through the cone. There's no way to avoid it. The sound, even if it's playing from the surround speakers only, that sound signal will find a way and will go into the sub-bass speaker and will cause, you could put a microphone inside, another microphone on the outside, another microphone inside the surround speaker through the port, we'll find a way, get a microphone inside, and measure the cabinet's frequency response, the frequency curve of the bass frequency. The mid-range is neither here or there, because that's a separate chamber, and then the tweeter is kind of separate in a way. But yes, sound finds a way. Sound waves find a way, Jurassic bass waves or sound waves find a way, can't be avoided. So that would probably open up a whole lot of can of worms, and especially when you've got most of these people like bragging about their overhead Atmos speakers. That is not an Atmos speaker. That is a speaker that's used for overhead surround. Nothing more, nothing less. Just as a speaker used for below surround. Below surround. So I can hear Matrix below surround. Only in this home theatre. Only here. Would be a lot easier if I had a wooden floor. Because I could do it a little bit more thorough, a whole lot more experimental, kind of real, make it immersive, you know what I mean? Because I could use regular surround and make the sound come from below the floor, as well as the side walls, and then the ceiling, all at the same time, and listen, and attenuate the frequencies until I get a sound that sounds like it's in my head, in the seating position, to seating position to seating position. It will vary slightly because all different frequencies are going to have different standing waves. Some are going to be a little bit peaky over this way, some are a little bit less. Can't be avoided, you know, it happens. You know, with surround speakers, most people think they got good surround. I mean, I got decent, probably better than most would care for having. You got to have multi-surround. You can't just have rows of seats and then a speaker over there for the side surround, and then back speakers, back wall, typical, you know, EX or 6.1 or 7-1, whatever. It ain't going to sound right, particularly with Dolby Stereo 424 Matrix movies. You got to have sound so it's going around in an arc, a right half and then a left half, and then have that switchable. Otherwise, classic Star Wars movie ain't going to sound correct. It's going to sound incorrect. Yeah, work that one out then, huh? But then most people probably can't, because they probably can't remember how it sounded. Probably can't even remember what the latest movie sounded like in that Atmos theatre, whatever. And they're not called Atmos speakers. That's just a branding. Moo! That's just a branding word. It's just a branding slogan word. The bloody brainwash a lot of you idiots. Speakers for overhead surround have been used as far back as the 1960s with Cinerama 70mm and experimental overhead at UCI cinemas, some selected UCI cinemas. Tower Park, a few others along the south coast had them. I'm not sure how many other UCI cinemas, but yeah. And that was back around 1989.